Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cardfight Free Tournament KC event. I've got a little bit of a summer cold, so I might not be doing that much commentating, but there's still going to be a feature match every round, and we're still going to watch the games. So I'll just very quickly show you what the tournament bracket is. So the tournament bracket that we're watching just now is Liam D versus, Liam D 92 versus Sekiryu. I know it's Japanese for something. I think it's Sekiryu. Yeah. Means dragon something. Kiryu means dragon. Or is it lightning? Maybe lightning dragon. On the other side, we've got Solo Poppy only versus Messiah. Knight has a round 1 bye, as does Soul 92. This is going to be double elimination today. So the winner of this game here will be going on to face Soul over here. And the loser of this game, number 2, will be heading down here to face the loser of number 5, which will be the loser of Knight and whoever he beats here. So that's how double elimination works. So it goes across the board just like this until we get to the final over here. And as always, it's best of 1. But players have 2 decks to choose from, so very interesting. Looks like Sekiryu is choosing his deck. Still waiting for Liam D92 to join. I have a bit of a sore cold, so you might hear sniffling and such going on in the background. There we go, finally. Like how Sekiryu here, he's using the Dimension Police things, but actually running the Dark Regular deck. My goodness. Hay fever. It's a terrible thing. I don't know if it's hay fever or summer cold, but very annoying either way. It's like both of them are choosing their decks. Oh, he's decided to go for Nova Grappler. We're now watching Liam D92. We're watching Sekiryu before. Looks like there's something going on at the moment. Don't know what. Literally, you folks at home are seeing the exact same things that I'm seeing. There we go. Okay, we are now ready. So is this going to be a fight between Nova Grappler and Dark Regulars? Is that what we're going to see? It is indeed. Okay, so this is the Burst Riser, or Blau Riser. No, Blau. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name. I'm going to blame it for the cold. Burst Riser is an entirely different thing. The Riser is an entirely different thing. That's the other Nova Grappler deck. This is Black Luger. Black Luger, that's it, yes. They appear to have stalled. Oh. I was about to say this is a decent hand for Liam D92, is he's got the grade 1 in hand and the grade 2. My connection is unstable. No, it's not. My connection is completely fine. You lie to me. And now we're getting a Japanese error message. Okay, we appear to be fine now. So Dorian the Thruster, not the best grade 1 you want to ride. It's your Vanguard. On the basis that it's only 6k. Okay, here we go. So he has the entire raid chain. He has the grade 1, the grade 2, and the grade 3 Black Widow. Which he absolutely will be using the Black Riser. Search for health tech in grade 2. Although he's already got the other grade 2 in hand, it's still a 9k vanilla on Rearguard. And that was a heal that left, I believe. I'm pressing the screen trying to get this off, but there we go, finally. The game does still have some problems. So the grade 3 is very cool. It's kind of last 2, discard 2 from your hand and stand all your units in this column. And also you get to draw a card. And it loses turn drive. So it's essentially almost like Drunk Overlord the end. Apart from it's not, there's no Persona Blast, you just discard 2 and just can't lift it. Okay, there goes Perfect Guard. Wait, has one Perfect Guard in the hand, please? Okay, he's going to have to get rid of this 10k vanilla up here. So we'll have to see what it does. That's what he triggers. He runs 1 crit and 8 draw, and 4 heals, obviously. In this situation, I could call him 2 grade 2 vanillas here, and I'd have the Vanguard attack the Rearguard. Oh, he's only called 1 grade 2 vanilla. Okay, interesting. Maybe he wants the damage. I understand his reason. You only call 1 grade 2 because the second one would be able to hit. It's just to give the opponent something else to attack, rather than attacking your Vanguard. No life thing from that a bit early. Really, you want that near the end of the game rather than near the beginning. I imagine that Kiryu must have quite an interesting hand up there. Okay, so the Edril Rose is similar to Gancelot, where you can throw it back into the deck and get yourself out this guy, the Werewolf Jaeger. Yes, so I have the 90 attack there. And now he'll have the Rearguard attack first, I imagine. And now he's going to have to rely on a trigger for no life thing to hit. And there he hits it. But now Liam D92 has 4 face-up Power Blasts. He's got the grade 3 Black Lugger. And it has the ability to stand twice this turn. So this is going to be very interesting. The good thing about having the Black Lugger chain is that Black Lugger himself is now 11k. which if you didn't have the grade 2 in solo would only be 10k. Which 10k by itself doesn't hit over no licking. Very interesting, let's see what he does. You won't want to use the Hercules yet because it unflips damage. You've not used any damage yet. This thing ignores intercept, so that's a possibility. However, I think he's just going to have this attack the rear guard. Yep, exactly. Just to clear that away. Then the 90 attack the 90. Now attack without being boosted. Oh, you did boost. That's unusual. I'd have attack unboosted, and then the second time I'd have boosted it for the attack. Presuming that he is going to stand the Black Widow. Well, and now he might not. Because even if he does stand it. Oh, it stands both of them, it doesn't stand just itself. I'm thinking of Draconic Overlord at the end. Yeah. So this is 21k, so at least this will hit. And he's hit another trigger. Okay, well, now even if he hits a trigger, it won't matter. If you put the 5k on here, then he had the ability to... Well, this is only 21, so even if he has a trigger, it only goes to 26. If you put the 5k here, he would have had it. But put the 5k in his rear guard instead. Oh, that's a misplay. And now we'll see if Kiryu is going to take advantage of that misplay. Yep, no reason to not use this effect and go in the Ripper. It is exactly the same as a Blaster Blade. You didn't need to get rid of that, but okay. We'll just get rid of the threat for later. All the triggers have been hit here today, thank goodness. As said, all the triggers, and then this attack will be perfect guarded. So really, Liam D92 really wants to finish this here right now. So he's got the Buzzable Hercules, which will unflip my damage as well, which allows him to use his Black Luger's effect to restand. There we go. Okay. The Buzzable Hercules can also get rid of this 10k vanilla over here. He's going to have to call something to get rid of this guy over here. He's going to have to really rely on the Black Luger. That was an interesting choice. It's not what I'd have done. Maybe he's thinking he wants to be more defensive. Unfortunately, this guy only works when he boosts the Vanguard, not when he boosts the rear guard. So that's not going to unflip damage. And now he's used one of his damage, so now he can't use Black Luger's effect anymore. I have to think that's maybe a little bit of a misplay. No triggers this time. If he had the 2 Counter Blast there, he would have been able to stand. But he'd have had to get rid of his Perfect Guard, and Let's heal. The grade 3 which ignores intercepts. And now No Life King is active because he's on 5 damage. So this is going to be very interesting. We're going to see, will Kiryu use it with only 8 cards left in deck? I feel he might. But you might see Kiryu decking out because Lame D92 has Perfect Guard in hand. Or he might choose not to use the effect. No, he is, he's doing it. That was the most unfortunate heal trigger he could have gotten. Now Kiryu only has 2 cards left in deck. So on his next turn he's going to draw one, and then No Life King is going to soul charge one. So he really needs to draw another grade 3 and ride that. If he can even survive this turn, that is. I would have called the Miss Splendor over to this side here, and I would have called this little 6k guy, Black Luger, the Black Hauser, to here to make a 13k column and a 10k column. Then you can have the 10k attack the 9k vanilla, then you have your 13k rear guard attack the vanguard, and if it gets perfect guarded, you can still attack the opponent's vanguard with your 16k vanguard. So John's one condition now is to draw, ride a grade 3, not attack with his vanguard, and allow his rear guards to attack the opponent's vanguard and see if that lets him win. He didn't ride, so that's him, he's dead. And that's why you have to be very careful when you use No Life King's effect.